Hey everyone! In this video we're going to look at how, as an app manager, you enable the segments feature in your application and how to set up your segments once they've been enabled. Let's start off by looking at how to enable segments. Firstly, I need to navigate to my user menu and select Manage, Manage Application and Segments. It's important to point out that the setup can take some time depending on how many users you have in your organisation, and during this time users will be locked out, so we recommend that the work takes place outside of working hours wherever possible. The first step in creating your segments is to decide how best to segment your users, so either by division, company or country. Here at GoodCo we're going to segment by country. Now I'm given the choice of having individual branding per segment or of having the same branding for all. Your choice will depend on whether you have different brands within your organisation that you want to provide different logos or colour schemes for. I'm going to choose to brand my segments at GoodCo individually. Having made these choices, the Define Segments button is enabled and I can click on it to further define my segments. Again, I'm given a warning that this work is best carried out outside of working hours. The next step in the process is to name your segments, and each name needs to be unique. At GoodCo we've got offices in China, Japan, France, UK and the US, so we've decided to create 3 segments: Asia, Europe and US. I'm going to go ahead and create these segments, moving each country into the applicable segment. There isn't a limit on the number of segments you can create, but we do recommend keeping it fairly broad. At the point of initial setup, you're given a one-off choice of whether to use the settings already in place for your organisation or whether to use out-of-the-box settings. If you have branding, home default and featured site set up for your organisation that you think will be of benefit to each segment, then use organisation's current intranet settings will speed up the setup process. If, however, you want to start with a blank slate per segment, then you can select to use out-of-the-box settings. Once I've made my choices, I click Enable Segments and I get a pop-up summarising how I've segmented my audience, what the branding settings are, the names of my segments and the countries within them, and what settings I've chosen for initial setup. From here, if I'm happy with everything, I can click Confirm and Enable Segments, and the setup process will begin. Let's have a quick recap. In this video, we've looked at enabling segments by grouping your audience by either company, country, or division. We've looked at selecting branding settings for your segments, either same for all or individually per segment. We've looked at giving unique names to your segments and adding attributes to them. And we've looked at choosing whether to use your existing organisation settings or out-of-the-box blank settings. So that's how you enable segments within your application. We hope you found this video useful and we hope to see you again soon.